Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Baltimore by Night. We thank you for joining us. Some pre-game announcements is you will notice we are down a player. Reese will not be joining us because he is off doing family stuff. He is enjoying, hopefully not 90 plus degree temperature that we're having in Maryland, but something cooler where he's living.
Probably not.
Because if not, it's going to be, especially,
Referees.
Yeah. But, hopefully he enjoys it. Other than that, I don't think we have any other real pre-game announcements. The rest of us are here. And let's go to our resident chronicler of the World of Darkness game, Katrina.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
So last episode, Kozi met who she suspected to be Sean's sire, who told his sire, that she is a work friend of his. Also told one of the Three Stooges that, and also looked like Candy while she did it. So they of course didn't recognize her. We followed up on Raystone regarding the ghost and asked him to talk to his Sakata buddies about exorcising said ghost stalker. And then Sean got a text from his sire and took off like a bat out of hell with Mari in close pursuit. While they were doing that, everyone minus Sean and Mari and of course Sophia met with Bill Doyle, the cop who told us that we met with before, who told us that the DA is looking into a murder by exsanguination, and the best lead is a grainy video of a woman with long red hair getting out of a car. So that's a problem that we got to deal with. We determined that Kozi should probably start wearing a wig in case the cops start looking for her. Meanwhile, Sophia spent some time at Kinetic learning about the place and the owners and renting the VIP suite. Sean met his sire, who is terrifying, and he told her that Liz is the new prince of the city. And she told Sean to convince Liz that his sire is a valuable, great asset as a way to try and get into Liz's circle so she can do some maneuvering. She also mentioned that she seemed concerned about Sasha Luna and hinted that she might know her, so that's interesting. Though we don't really know much about that, because all we know is that Sean asked Mari, that other Luna person that you know, her name was Sasha, right? And that was it. The two of them had a discussion, vented some things, talked about some stuff. Mari assured him that she is good at keeping secrets, and then they split ways, and he sped off towards the county, and Mari headed home. And I believe we left off with all of us heading to our prospective havens for a day sleep.
All right, so with that recap, but if you want more details of what happened, please watch the last episode. But with that recap, let us begin our bloody good time. Rouse checks.
Woo!
Let's rouse for the game.
I am
dice. Not hungrier.
I'm at 4 hunger.
Oh
shit.
Boy.
It's built up over a long period.
Say that again, Aya.
Did we end the night? Like, did we go to bed?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last 2 sessions were all within one night.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
I believe we
get hungrier, right? Lower than 6.
Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, well I'm hungry, so.
I am not hungry.
All right. So we begin with Kozi as Kozi awakens. But as you open your eyes, your house, your room, your domicile looks different. Not like somebody came in and redecorated or you moved your capes, but like it's a different room. It's old style, like you kind of like rings slightly familiar, but you haven't really seen this type of place before. It looks very green, like a really nasty green on the walls.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Like it could radioactively kill me without
Yeah.
me knowing. Okay, great.
Yeah. You look over, you see some glass container, like old fashioned ones, a little candelabras, that's what called the ones with the multiple things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um and you see all that. And there is a figure sitting in the corner. A Asian man. And mid 30s, 40s, I believe. Let me double check, but yeah, sitting there and at first they're speaking and you couldn't 40s, and they're speaking with a heavy Japanese accent. They're like, uh Dominique, pretend I have a Japanese accent, everybody at home.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try. I've tried before.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
can't do it.
Please.
Yeah. Dominic, my boy, what you're experiencing was death and rebirth. You were like probably expecting something a bit different, but it'll be fine. After all, I chose you because you seemed interesting. You had a little something about you, something different, something unique. And I appreciated that. But unfortunately, it's not doing too well where we are now, and we're going to go to a much better place. A place of wonder and amazement. Baltimore.
Where?
Baltimore, it's in the Americas. I came from there for a while. Lived in the Wild West, the western areas. It was nice. Stayed in San Francisco for a bit. Wonderful place. You'll enjoy it. But unfortunately, we have to go to the East Coast or
I'm
something.
sorry, you came into my room in the middle of the night, told me I am dead, and now you expect me to come with you.
First of all, a couple things. One, you knew I was going to make you a vampire. That's simple. And two, it is the beginning of the night. Thank you very much. The middle of the night is still in a couple hours. Get it right now.
There's a difference between turning me into the undead and being told that I am dead. That's two different things. And you're being a little bit of a dramatic Nancy right now. So I do not appreciate it. Please.
The fact that, hey, we were both doing the wonderful. I'm dramatic. We met doing 12th Night. Okay? We were playing the twins. That is dramatic enough. I know it's amazing how much we look alike. Note they look nothing alike. Absolutely nothing alike.
I'm sorry. I did a murder mystery party where I was one of the characters and I was like a twin with another person, and I'm like, yes, we look so much alike with her dark skin and like twig like body shape. This is the same energy.
But
I mean, I know I'm dramatic, but that's a different story. That's not what we're talking about here. Why are we going to Baltimore?
Simple. There's something special there that we need to go and find. I have sensed a person there of wonder and amazement, and his life is nearing the end, but we must go. Though it might be some time before he is there. Time's a weird thing. But we must be there to be ready for it in the future.
Well, my only question is, there hot dudes there?
Sure. I mean, you know me, I don't judge a book by their external cover. Because oftentimes they're not much. Look at this. He goes, grabs a book. It just says the name because it's that old style. It's like, you can't tell nothing about this book. Look, it just says the name. I was going to say Huck Finn, but I'm not sure if that was written at this time. But it's a book. I don't even know that Holy Bible. Weird book. I don't know. Oh wait, nah, I'm Buddhist. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Yes.
As long as it's fun.
It shall be, hopefully. But yes, we shall go there, and this individual we must meet, and they will.
Do you have a name for this vague book cover?
No, but I'll know them when I see them. I'm feeling a call. My brewmate might know what's more going on there, though. Yes. Yes. So, let's get your stuff packed. Let's get some of this wonderful new glassware I got. It's actually has some special material in it. I think it's called radium.
Really gives it that green tint.
I know. It's amazing. You just blow the candles out, this whole room slightly glows. Very need light with our enhanced vision. But yes.
Let me pack my 40 black suits.
Let's come and go, dum-dum. Dum-dum? No.
Please, no.
Nick. Nick.
You would think that.
Amik.
Dom is fine.
Okay, dum. Let's go.
Alright, what do I even bother with you?
Hey, you can always call me, Papa or something. It's fine.
Not exactly what I had in mind.
Just call me Daddy then. I am your sire after all.
All right, Daddy, lead the way.
That seemed odd. Let's go. And as that happens, the image starts fading away, and you see it's back to your area, and you see a figure kind of sitting there. It's a different figure. Just actually, someone looks familiar. He's like, hello, you're Kozaline, correct?
Yes. No. Who are you?
It's a long story. And that's when we're cut to someone else.
What the fuck happened? I'm over here looking up fucking if vampires can die to radiation poisoning. And you're just like, here's a curveball.
Yeah.
Probably if they're in it long enough.
So we will cut to Mari.
That deer in headlights. Fucking great. I just want that gift.
I was expecting it. Yeah, no, totally. How's it going, Kevin?
It's going okay. So you awaken. Did you go to your home where the bookshop is, or did you go to stay at the Haven? I can't remember where you fell asleep at.
I went home.
Okay.
I had quite a conversation, and I wanted to go home.
Yeah. As you awaken and go down to, check on the business stuff, Tommy is sitting there back. He's just like, hey, Mari, I'm back from my vacation.
How was you went camping with Dan, right? Or something?
Dan and a bunch of his friends and stuff. We spent about 3 or 4 days doing things. Went bowling, camping. Yeah, it was pretty good.
God, I wish that were me.
Well, next time Dan and I might be able to invite you. I mean, granted, it might be weird sleeping in a tent.
Maybe I'll bring my own tent if that's okay with you.
Well, I'm just saying, sun tent. You got that complexion.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll rent a RV and yeah.
I saw one on a YouTube video that was really cool. Like, there's like even like almost a whole second floor you can sleep down in, and it's like cut off from the light and stuff. It's pretty cool.
My Nona's got one, but I don't think that she, I don't think she'd be willing to hand one over. But it's just like a regular one. It's just like it's got
like a
TV
Winnebago.
in the top. I think it might be a Winnebago. Yeah. It's got the TV on the top that you could like put VHS tapes in. It's one of those.
Oh, it's an older one.
Yeah.
Newer ones have like flat screens with like satellite TV and stuff and Blu-ray players.
That's just weird.
Yeah, some of the newer ones are almost like just actual homes, and you could almost live in them, like full time. No joke.
We need more power to the people who are doing that.
Just travel the country, minimal stuff. Great for retirement.
Yeah.
Wish I could retire one day.
You.
Tell me what the fuck.
I
You're not gonna retire, Tommy?
I just don't see myself retiring. They say the leading cause of death in people is retirement. So I think we're just going to avoid that and just work, because working gives you purpose in life. And once you retire, you just don't have that purpose. So unless you get something to fill that void, you just kind of, just go faster.
All right. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But how have you been?
Pretty good. Oh yeah, the other day was fun. Because we went with Dan. Dan and I went with a couple people, including Crystal, and she had some good stuff. Like there's a special mushroom that was purple.
Oh, like it's Stardew Valley.
Where's that at?
No, you wouldn't know it. It's far away.
I could visit there.
Yeah, you could. It's real nice. But I'm glad that you had a good time, Tommy. And I had quite a few last few days, and I am just she definitely has one of those fainting couches, and she just goes over to it and she goes, ah.
He comes over. Do you need to talk about something, boss?
Oh no, it's fine.
You did melodramatically faint onto the couch next to the self-help books. I kind of getting the feeling. Sabrina's can take care of the register while we talk.
Well, you ever just know that somebody is in a situation and you want to get them out of that situation, and you are, but that person doesn't want to get out of that situation and doesn't really care about whether or not that you want to help them get out of that situation. Should you give up on that person, or should you just keep pushing?
Well, so I knew a friend of mine who was on drugs, and there was a serious problem. So we did have to help him out with that. And there's a problem, and we talked to him a lot, tried to give him counseling, and he was really resistant. And found out by the psychologist that sometimes that resistance is actually a part of the process, because people don't really like being admitted that they're wrong or that their life is bad. So sometimes you got to find a way to get through that. But just telling them they're bad or just saying they're horrible people doesn't really get through. Sometimes you have to approach it from different points of view. but I don't have that time or money because I'm not a professional therapist. So I generally have what's called the 3-strike rule. I reach out and put myself vulnerable to them 3 times. And after 3 times, if they're still not wanting to change or they're still a piece of shit and stuff, I cut them off and say, fuck you. And if you want help, come back to me. Because after 3 times, it's like there's not much more I can do without, because I'm just bashing my own head in. You know? But after the, and then if they come to me later, I can give a little bit of help. But until then, but that's what I do. But yeah, so Cesari's still on a drug issue?
No, it's not drugs, Tommy. It's it's like
okay.
It's like women and cars. It's not Cesari.
Denise?
No, it's not Denise.
Did Denise buy a Mustang that she can't afford? I knew someone who did that when I used to work at a movie theater a couple like 15, 20 years ago.
Well, my
like I told him that I told him that he could not afford it. He was only making like $7 an hour or some shit, like barely minimum wage, maybe 8. I can't remember what the minimum wage was back in those ancient days. And he was just like, I'm gonna buy a Mustang, and everyone in the theater is like, you're not gonna be able to afford those car payments. You are 18 and got nothing. And then like a month later, he's like, man, I gotta sell my Mustang. I can't afford the car payments. And we're like, no shit, Sherlock. Okay. Is that what you're going through with Denise?
No, it's not Denise either.
There's woman problems.
No, it's not my woman problems.
Oh, there's a woman you want to get with.
No, I don't want to get with a woman or a man.
Oh, you're coming
right now.
Oh, you've decided that you're that other category. It's okay.
No, I like men and women. I just don't want to be with them right now. And all other non-binary friends. they're all great.
Fuck all of them, but not right now.
But not right now, Tommy. It's not a good time.
So I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to give advice. I trying to get the situation because it was a bit vague.
Yeah, no, I can't really talk about it much, but there is a very intimidating piece on the board, and I might have hidden in a trunk of a car just so I could see that intimidating piece on the board, and then had a very, very long conversation with I can't say. Let's just.
Did you hide in a trunk because you suspected one of your friends was in an abusive relationship with his girlfriend and or like other mother figure, and then overheard a bunch of stuff, and now you're trying to reach out to him and he's resisting that?
Yeah,
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Oh my god! Like, is he just like?
Pulls out a little joint, just like. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the complexity of their relationship is, but he is kind of afraid of this mother figure. And I did hide in a trunk of a car. I didn't really hear much of their conversation because I didn't want to intrude, but I did hide in a trunk of a car, and he found me in the trunk of the car, and then we had a very long conversation in which nothing really was absolved. But I did get more information out of him.
So, I think in this situation, one, make sure you use the backseat in the trunk next time. You can hear more.
Okay.
But in a situation like that, he would probably almost felt like he was ambushed probably by you because you just were hiding and spying. That is a trust issue. So it's hard to trust someone who just, surprise, I was listening in on your private conversations. That is a small little trust thing there. But try to get him so they can trust you with secrets. Like tell him there's this game me and Dan and Crystal and a bunch of others played when they were we were camping, where we all went around telling everyone one secret or one truth about each other, and we went around and it was a bonding experience as we were smoking the best shit I've ever had. Like this stuff was good. I was seeing things I've never seen before. I thought I was on the moon at one point. Like, anyway, so the part of it is we were like talking and telling truths to one another, and it helped bond so that we had more of a trusting relationship because I made myself vulnerable to them. They made themselves vulnerable to me. Maybe with this individual, you could sit down next time and instead of just like, I spied on you, what's going on? There's this stuff that I overheard. And I want details and information that you're not willing to give. Sit down, but like, why don't we start slowly? Let me tell you two truths about me or two secrets. You tell me two. And just go like that and start building those bonds of trust and friendship.
Mm. That's a good idea, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're the brains in this operation.
Mm-hmm.
And I am...
You're smart.
Sort of.
But you see, people always assume smartness just means you know what's in books and stuff. But sometimes smartness is also realizing when you are not the one who is most capable and reaching out to those who are more capable or who are elsewhere also and just being like able to talk to them about things. That way you know your weaknesses and how to find people to help you with those and to overcome things. True wisdom is knowing that you are not wise at all. Socrates said that.
I'm sure Socrates did say that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, well, thank you for this talk that I feel like I should have had with a father figure at some point, but
You think me as your father figure?
It sounded good coming from not really, but I do trust you as like a brother, kind of. I probably trust you more than my brother.
Meanwhile, across town, your brother. Ouch! I felt like I just got stabbed by something.
Tommy knows that I'm a vampire. Kai doesn't know that I'm a vampire.
Yeah, but I've been to therapy a couple times and had some less than pleasant relationships in my life. So I'm here for you, boss. Okay. Though it does make our employee-employer relationship a bit awkward sometimes.
Well, I don't think anything is very conventional in this town, so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's okay. I'm, willing to help and everything. I'm just, that professional level between us is kind of murkier than normal. But I have to put my foot down and create a professional line, though. Mm-hmm. We cannot be in any kind of relationship beyond what we already have. I know sometimes, but I just got to draw that line just in case, because I've seen the people you've walked in with and I'm confused sometimes.
Tommy, I don't want to be in a relationship with you.
Good. I just wanted to put that down. Draw the line early. Okay. I'm for casual, but not a series.
Okay. Well, how's Dan doing? Speaking of,
oh, he's doing pretty good. He apparently is having had a how to put this a run-in with something that is scary, and he's recovering from it.
Run-in with something scary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no idea what he was talking about because he's got his own thing, something about some sort of dragon or like griffin or something from like one of a fantasy book.
A dragon?
Yeah. I used to think all this stuff was really weird and we're super skeptical on things, but I'm working for a vampire now.
Yeah.
And the theater's haunted with a ghost.
A few.
And I did go to the moon over the weekend. That was some good shit.
And I'm happy for you. But can you ask Dan about the dragon thing? I know he already gave us something about the dragon.
I can talk to him.
Okay, can you please talk to him? Thank you. Oh yeah, and thank you, Jeanette. I forgot about that. But yeah, I'm gonna take it easy today, and hopefully, and just help around, you know.
Yep.
So if you get a call, if you call Dan, just let me know.
All right. Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
He goes hug you and then you feel someone else hugging you. And Sabrina's just like, I don't know why we're hugging all the time, but yeah, here we are.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Whenever I see group hugs, I have to join in.
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right, so let's cut to Sophia.
Yeah, hugs. I get emotional nightmares.
To each their own. Hi.
Ooh. So, you awaken.
I'm in my apartment. I've got those special windows so I can sleep in my comfy bed, because who wants to sleep in the closet? I rolled for Blush of Life. I got a 6, so I'm not hungrier, but I got that nice, face on now. I go through the motions of, I do go in, like, my bathroom and run the water, use the toothbrush, use up some toothpaste, leave it so it's a little messy and stuff. Because I do pay someone to clean my apartment, so it's got to look lived in. Go in the kitchen, take some orange juice out of the fridge, pour a little bit down the drain.
Brown cereal.
Yeah. Just dump so much cereal down the garbage disposal and run it. That's gone too. But I know that I talked to Liz the night before, and I am supposed to meet her at Kinetic tonight. I forget what time. I think it was a little bit, like maybe 9 or 10.
We hadn't set a time specifically because I maybe had another meeting, and I know that I probably have to hold court again this evening.
And what time is court usually at?
Like first thing, like maybe a half an hour or an hour after sunset, I think.
Typically, your first one is a bit earlier, but typically they try to hold about 2 hours after sunrise to give people time to try and move around.
Okay.
I have a question. Do I think, Kevin, that I have enough time to go visit the Caldwell estate before the time for the court?
If you don't stay too long, you can make it up there.
Okay, that is what I would do first then, is I would hop in my car and I would drive up there. And my intention is I drive up, I've been there the night that I saw John Thomas off, and I'm basically let whoever's in charge, who's watching things, know that I'm interested in meeting Sophie face to face.
There you go. As you're doing that, the butler kind of guy who maintains things like, okay, I'll go get her. A few moments later, a teenager walks out to the. Well, he lets you inside. That's how you go inside, so that's not
like in the foyer, kind of
seated,
sitting, area, living room or something.
Yeah. See a teenager come out. She's like, "You are."
Hi, I wanted to stop by. My name is Sophia Miller.
Kind of like my name, Sophia.
Oh,
what a coincidence!
That's true. Yes, Uncle John's mentioned that. I'm John Thomas's niece. I've been out of town.
I didn't think he had any extra nieces.
Well, I've been out of town for a while, but I actually just got back when he was leaving, but he wanted me to stop in, and if I got a chance to introduce myself to you. I actually caught up with Elizabeth, your sister, when I first got to town, so I finally got to meet her face to face. He's told me all about you both. But I wanted to come and say hi and check in.
Well, She just looks at you. What kind of car you drive?
I drive this Lexus, like hybrid, sporty, black,
She's
tinted
like,
windows.
I mean, I'm doing okay, but Uncle John didn't leave me with a lot of spending money. Can I borrow some money from you?
What are you interested in spending it on?
There's some nice purses down at a mall that I've been looking at. They run, in the if you have to ask, you can't afford it price range.
Oh, I love those. Oh, okay. Well, since we haven't had a chance to meet yet, and I really want to get to know you and Elizabeth much better, I was going to suggest doing something like a girls' night, but in lieu of that, I've missed a ton of birthdays and things at this point. So, um, why don't you tell me the name of the store? I'll give a call over, and I'll have them open a line of credit for you. And you can, when you get a chance to go, you can go and shop for a couple things and just have it charged to that.
Oh,
And we'll call it, birthday.
you got a phone?
I do. I take out a card that's got my name and phone number on it.
She pulls
There
out
you
her
go.
phone.
She does that scan thing where it just adds it automatically.
She says, I was like, I texted you about 7 or 8 places I like to shop.
Oh,
Where you can set up lines of credit for me.
you remind me of your sister.
Oh, you know her very well, yeah.
I mean, she just, I know a lot. Like I said, Uncle John has told me quite a bit, but when you get a lot off a person when you first meet them.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, so and I'll talk to Elizabeth, and if you want to message her and ask her about it, but I think maybe like we do something like a home movie night or something, and just sort of the three of us kind of hang out and get to know each other better.
Oh, I'm making I'll text her and see if we can set something up. Oh, that reminds me, I have something important also to do. Can you give me a ride down to the Towson Mall on your way back into the city?
Are you meeting someone? Or are you going to be with someone? Because I
Yeah.
really don't want you to be by
Oh,
yourself.
I'm just meeting my girlfriends. I was going to have Erica over there drive me down, but you have a better car.
Oh, can we have them follow us so that I know you have a way home? Because I can't really stay tonight.
Oh, I'm not needing to say. I just need a drop off. I don't want to be dropped off in his car.
Okay. Sure.
That'd be
Why don't
fine.
you get?
I got plenty of girlfriends meeting with me. We are a gaggle of girls. Gonna be mall shopping. You know how it is.
Sure. Why don't you get your stuff that you need, and I'll wait for you by the door.
She just goes, grabs a couple purses. I'm good. Let's go.
All right. I'll let her go out first, and then I'll talk to. Stop real quick to the nearest sort of bodyguard type, and just kind of give you have a shadow for.
We're good. We got set up.
Just want to make sure. We don't want to upset Uncle John. All right.
We
sure.
would never.
Hop in. Let's go. And I will give her a ride to the mall.
Just like, yeah. So how you said Uncle John's your also your uncle?
Yeah. He is. He's
So is that your dad or your mom who's his sibling?
Mom's side of the family.
Mom's side. So he has a sister. What's her name?
Her name was Angeline.
Angeline. Ooh. Nifty. Angelina Tum. Okay. Fascinating.
You like having new information on him, don't you?
He just doesn't talk about his family too much.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Very tight-lipped.
So is he the younger or older sibling?
Oh, my mother was older.
Older. Like really old, like 40 plus or not?
She was almost grown when he was born, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Ancient. Okay. She's just tapping her phone. She's like, yeah.
And what about you? Do you get to see Elizabeth a lot?
Not too much. Her and Uncle John don't get along too well.
What?
Yeah, their personalities clash. They're both A-types.
I mean, I can see it, but that's a shame. So you don't get to do a lot of family activities and things.
No, not too many. I generally just operate on my own with the bodyguards that keep following me everywhere.
Well, Uncle John is a little overprotective, but it's good.
Yeah.
Bad things can happen. I mean, you never know.
I don't know. Yeah, I did get shot at the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, my big sister protected me though.
That's good. Why was someone shooting? Where were you?
At the mall. There's just some rando.
I'm having second thoughts that I should be driving you to the mall again. That makes me nervous.
Oh no, it's perfect. If someone shoots at me, you can get in the way.
I mean, I would, because Uncle John would never forgive me if I didn't. But your sister Elizabeth is much braver than I am. I probably, rather than just getting in the way, would probably knock you down and try to get out of the way too.
I mean, that works. Also, my sister would when that happened, also like offered to like take me on the private plane to Paris a week later so that I could recover from the emotional trauma. Would you do the same thing?
Well, the three of us should go to Paris. Paris is beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That my sister has been there a lot. She actually used to have a house there and went to education. Yeah, she like interned at the Louvre or something. I don't know. That fancy place.
Elle étudie français. Tu parles français?
No, I took a useful language.
What language do you speak?
I speak Spanish, Russian, and Arabic so that I'm actually good with businesses across the world. I'm also learning Mandarin right now.
Maybe I'll get you to tutor me.
Okay, it'll be about 10,000 an hour.
I like you.
Of course you do. So I say, have a car ride. She gets to the mall. She's like, all right, well, this is my destination. Thank you very much, person with the same name as me.
You're welcome, Sophie. Have fun. Be careful. Don't get into trouble. Or
I
at
won't.
least not enough for it to come back on either of us from Uncle John.
Oh, I know the routine. Sophie out.
Shake my head. Put the car in gear, and I head back toward the stadium.
All right. As you head back, let us cut to Jilon.
Hey, he wakes up very hungry.
Yeah, you wake up hungry, and there is a clown head on your chest.
My clothing chest?
Your chest.
Okay, I don't like that. Do I recognize the clown head?
Yes, it's one that got knocked off a clown puppet yesterday.
All right. I'm going to throw it into the trash, perfect swish. And then I'm going to call up.
You are a calmer man than me. That thing would have gone through the fucking drywall if it were me.
Well, you know how when you get stared with a spider, you just freak out and throw hands at it. Yeah, so I'm going to call Sabrina from the herd and ask her to meet me at the place where we do work.
Your studio? I'm already there.
All right, I'll be there soon. I need your help with something.
Okay. Wait, which one's Sabrina again?
Totally thought you meant
She's
my
the
friend. I'm
photographer.
Like, what the fuck are you doing with my friend?
Yeah, there are two Sabrinas in the.
This is the one from the herd that's a photographer that
Yeah.
works doing fashion shooting, not the one that is apparently another person.
Yes. Sabrina Jilon, not Sabrina Kozi.
That's right. Their last name is the person who's in charge.
So you get up to walk out. As you do, you just see sitting in the front room, Edward, like
He Jilon just sort of glances at him and keeps going.
hair. Oh,
Busy.
okay. It just
Just
won't
shave.
go up.
Just shave it or put a hat on.
I will. It just last time you did such a good job. It was like best haircut I've ever had.
Yeah, first one's free. Everybody gets one.
Yeah, I don't really have money. I just have like a diamond.
I gotta go.
All right. See ya.
Jilon is gonna go meet Sabrina.
And you get to your studio, you walk in, she's like, hey Jilon, taking some pictures. Chaz here has got some stuff going on and a few others. He's paying extra like you told us to do in case you want to use the studio, that extra money.
All right. Let's go to a office real quick.
All right. She walks in the office. So how can I help you?
He poses for each of those perfectly. Even if it's in jest, you don't want to miss the opportunity.
Like always trying to catch you off guard, and it never seems to happen. You're very quick.
I'm as quick as you get.
And it just goes to do it when your back's turning and just
I turn right to look at it.
Ooh.
Anyways, Jilon needs to feed from his herd.
All right, let's see. What would you?
I did look up, and it seemed to be that phlegmatic is listed as artists and particularly photographers. So I'm hoping that she is feeling phlegmatic.
Let us see. There's a good chance of it. So, yeah, she is phlegmatic.
All right. Then in that case, I would like to feed from her and use experience to gain a point in Auspex and get heightened senses.
You didn't have that already?
No, he never put any point in Auspex.
Mari and Kozi both have it.
Yeah, for some reason, I just saw some
Adrian
thought.
had it.
He has an eye for fashion, but not for people running around. Until now.
You do the maximum non-harmful feed, or
That's
just
right.
like a sip?
What's yeah? Is that 2 or 3?
So maximum non-harmful is 2.
All right. I'm down to 2, so I'm feeling safer.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to go get a juice before I start taking more pictures. Good thing we have those mini fridges.
Yeah, take it easy. And also, I would like to increase my herd size. I don't know what the process for that is.
We'll work on that. Essentially, it's you either hiring people or revealing yourself more to some people to join the herd.
But yeah, I think I would do that because there's more people working at the fashion place and Kinetic that would be good opportunities, people that I would know and trust. So I would pick a few from there to increase the size that way.
Yeah. So, but as you're sitting there, a few minutes later, Stanley approaches you. He's like, "Jilon, my boy."
Hello. How does it look out there? Do you like how it looks?
It's looking fabulous as always. I know you've been busy last couple of days, but let's see. I finally think I have a setup for a show in Paris at the in about a month. I finally made all the actual plans. Finally, I know I've been promising it for a while.
Well, you have to make it perfect. You get to take your time.
Yes. And we can go there for a nice fashion. We won't probably, nothing's going to be on display from us, but we get to watch some new fashion lines while they're a nice little fashion show so we can see what the trends in Europe and stuff are.
That's good. More information is always good, I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be seeing the people like the Prince of Paris?
I've set up for a 15-minute meeting with him.
Do you know him very well?
I've never met the man before.
I have a friend who wants to give him a gift, and she has a Donatello. And it seems like it'd be up his alley, but I wanted to see if you had any thoughts about what sort of present he might like.
I don't think Marguerite has met him. She possibly would know more details.
Okay.
She was actually there while he was Prince for quite a while.
I think I've heard that he likes stuff from his original era. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I've heard. I haven't really met him. He is known for his, what's that term when your emotions can turn on a dime? Mercurial?
Asking the wrong guy.
Yes.
Like the famous metal.
Yeah. I like death metal myself. But.
Really?
It's just one of those guilty pleasures.
Mm-hmm. Don't be guilty about it.
Well, from what I hear, some death metal bands, yeah. People.
Well, I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? They put that passion into the music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But either way, in a month we can go to Paris. I do have several tickets because I know your coterie has also been interested in it.
They need a break. It's been hard for them recently. They've got there's a lot of stuff going on with them. Yeah. You know, they're young. They're still trying to figure it all out.
Mm-hmm. And I heard that your friend Liz has now become the Yas Queen. So
that's what we call her.
Yeah.
You should. She already thinks highly of you now that she's got all this new responsibilities and things.
Mhm.
It's important to keep your friends close.
Yeah, because I'm balancing. Because like on one hand, I don't want to push it because I helped you out, help me out, kind of thing. But I don't know how long she's going to be in this position before Ebenezer gets here, and I'm sure she's be more reciprocal to stuff that that Ebenezer probably would have been like, nah. So
Well, the boss is the boss.
Yeah. But yeah, capitalize while Ebenezer's gone to get some stuff I've been wanting to get, like expanding on my territory a little.
From what I understand, people just go up there and ask her for stuff, and she says yes or no. So if you want to ask for something, you're probably in a good position for it.
Yeah, I'll probably do a next meeting or so. I'll probably go up. I'm busy right now. Chaz has a whole line, and I'm
that guy.
Yeah,
Always be second best in my mind.
You give him a lot more credit than I would have.
No, I didn't say second best at what.
Sure isn't second best to you. More like,
well, numbers.
Top,
I'm not
30.
a numbers guy. Top 30.
Maybe.
That makes sense. There's probably that many people.
Yeah. It's just all of his stuff tends to be replicas of something else or like too derivative.
Yeah, it's important to take inspiration, but not only use inspiration. There's another step after that, and I don't think he's quite reached that step to the extent that he needs to.
Yeah, he's missing.
It's like
something.
a tribute band, but for clothes.
Mm.
One of the other things I was wanting to do with experience would be increasing status among kindred.
Well, the prince of the city, so she can help you with that.
Yeah. I don't know what the steps are for that or how to use it, but that's one of them.
All right. So with that, we cut to the last person that hasn't gone yet. Katrina.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right. So you wake up, you have some time. What do you do before the meeting? You don't have to do anything. You can just
is there anything specific on the agenda for tonight's meeting?
there isn't like anything specific, but sometimes random stuff does hit you.
Okay. So she's going to do a little bit more work on the painting that she had been working on. And while she's doing that, also use like speakerphone to call Jack's garage. Actually, no, she would call Sean, but I'm going to assume that he doesn't answer.
Yeah, just go straight to the voicemail, and he's probably one of those people whose voicemail is like, "You have reached 425-555. Get
Absolutely.
bent. Leave a message."
Get bent. Leave a message.
No, he doesn't even have a
It's just the Google Voice subscriber.
Yeah.
Voicemail. That's it. Yeah, she just hangs up and calls the garage directly.
Monique, how can I help you?
Hi, Monique. This is Elizabeth, Sean's friend.
Okay.
We've met a few times before.
Sure.
I have some things I would like cleaned and maybe disposed of. I was wondering if I could swing by sometime in an hour or so.
So long as it's car related, we're good. We don't do
talk
windows
then,
unless they're car windows. Or garage. Yeah. Okay.
And then the painting that she's working on, the stuff that she added since last time is that she's now working on the foreground of it, and the center of it now is like this big splash of white surrounded by a sea of red that she shapes to look into this sort of sheer burgundy and lace fabric, and then a bunch of red hair pulled into this updo reveals itself to be Kozi. Her mouth is sort of in a very small grin with just a teeny hint of one fang. and her eyes sort of follow you around the room no matter where you're standing. And even though it's like very clear she's not under the effects of Blush of Life, she sort of like emanates this glow that brightens the theater around her. And after working on that for a little bit, she'll go get ready, get cleaned up and everything, and then text everybody and let them know. Just so everybody knows, I'll be at the stadium for it's an hour is court, right?
Court can last as long as it's necessary.
For a couple of hours, probably. I haven't heard anything from Alan yet, have I?
No, I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay. I'll message fuck it, I'll just call Kozi.
Do I pick? Can I pick up? Like,
yeah, what's
Yeah,
Kozi doing?
Oh, fine. I'll cut back to Kozi then. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, is she back to herself?
Right?
Or... Oh yeah, I forgot that. Fuck.
Yeah, so we'll cut back in time a few minutes. So Kozi, you're sitting there, and gentleman sitting there is like I say, he looks familiar. He's like, Kozaline, I had someone smuggle me in here so I could speak to you when we awaken.
I really need to talk to Marty about security.
Oh, he is. That wouldn't help.
What do you want?
I am your sire. Your grandsire.
Nope. Get out. Leave
No,
right
great
now.
grandsire,
I already
sorry.
had enough of this. No, goodbye. Leave.
We haven't even introduced ourselves yet.
What does this
I
person
don't
look like,
care.
Kevin?
I already dealt with somebody who said you're my grandsire. I don't want to deal with this again.
Great
Last
grandsire.
time I was set on fire.
Oh my, no, I will not do that to you. But yeah, great grandsire. Miyazaki is my chowder, and Dominique was his chowder, and you're the chowder of Dominique. I've been wanting to meet you for a while, but I just had to come out torpor, and I was aware of things, but it just took a bit for me to go. Yeah. So I came to see how you're doing.
Fine. I'm fine. I'm doing great. Wonderful. Somebody was trying to be impersonating Miyazaki, and it was a whole thing, and
Yeah, I'm aware
do
of
not
that.
trust you.
You have learning a lot with our kind. That trust me, that's good. It is very vampires just introducing themselves. That is very I understand. I was aware of what happened to Miyazaki and all that, but I really couldn't do much on torpor. Yeah, can only get yourself out so often. But I decided to come now that I'm out and meet the family, so to speak. Your phone's going to be ringing in a few minutes, by the way, and you're going to want to pick that up. Yeah, phones are weird. When I was still around, they were still kind of like, by the time I went to torpor, they were still like, you pick them up and...
Yes.
Yeah.
Can
Now
I
you
have a
can-
name?
You can call me Ed.
All right. Ed.
Yeah, well, you can. Most people call me, the name I'm going to go by in this century will be, what's a really good name?
Ed is a fine name.
Yeah, it's too close to my it's the name I was born with, and I don't want people to.
How about Jacob?
No, too furry. How about this? Steve.
No.
No. Derek.
It's okay, but like a little douchey, you know, like you would see Derek at the club and be like, oh, I don't want to talk to Derek. He's an asshole.
Monty.
I like Monty.
There we go, Monty.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name would be a little bit too obvious if I went by my actual name. Too many people would know me. I wrote a few poems and books that people recognize.
Ed wouldn't be short for Edgar now, would it?
Yeah. Yeah, I called my chowder here when I was going to torpor the first time around and stuff. Yeah, a lot of people think I died. I didn't. That was actually me turning when people caught me. Not sure who my sire is. There's kind of like just a run by. Yeah.
As we do.
Yeah. Anyway, I just broke for torpor and I decided to check up on you and everything. So how you doing? Since you're my descendant and I was hearing your voice in my head.
I'm sorry.
It's how we do.
I know, but it's a hot mess, so I apologize.
Did you want to go for a walk?
Sure, fuck it. Send Liz a text. If you don't hear from me back in an hour, I am dead.
Hey, you said you were calling her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you go to text, the phone rings.
You get this message and you're like, alright, I'm calling her right now.
No, I imagine you're like typing it out, and as you're typing it, I'm calling you.
Like, there's the phone.
I'm gonna take this. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey.
Girl, it's been a morning.
It's been 45 minutes. What happened? Did something happen? Are you okay?
Define.
Are you in danger?
Not yet? I don't know. Oh my god. Well, somebody from Kozi's line has shown up once and now is turning up a second person who is apparently a very famous poet. That I did like in high school quite a bit. So like,
Thank you.
It's so weird. Don't, please. I'm trying to have a conversation. 2 minutes.
So someone else in your family?
You know, yes. Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Are you?
I can't. They looked familiar, but I can't tell you if it's really them or not. So I'm confused and scared and probably will get murdered by them. So
Do you want me to call one of the others to meet you? I don't know how quickly I could get there.
no, it's fine. You do your thing. I will try to keep it together because I don't know what's going on right now, but
Well, bright side, if they're, I'm assuming they were at the theater when you woke up and you're still safe. That means that's a good thing, yeah.
It could be a slow death. Or they could want something from me, and then they could kill me.
Well, if they want something, then just stall. And until they get the thing, then they can't kill you, right?
You know, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go, accept my death. I love you, and I will talk to you later.
All right, keep me updated. Did you still want to hang out with Sophia tonight?
No, I really don't. But if you have to talk to her, then I will
kinda
be
do.
there.
Okay. I'm gonna probably aim for like the second half of the night.
Okay.
All right, be safe. Keep me updated.
I will tell you everything else not on the phone.
Yeah, when we see each other.
Alright. Kisses.
Love you, dear. What the fuck?
Door opens. You're done?
Yes, I am done.
All right, let's go. You just put his hand on your back. So, is there anything you wish to know about Miyazaki, Dominique, myself, the city?
Why am I here? What is this place like? What, like, you know, like I have a pretty okay life now, but like a lot of shit has happened here, and the reasoning I came here was confusing, to say the least. So why am I here?
That is a very deep question. Many people spend their lives wondering why we're really here. Very existential.
I'm talking about specifically Baltimore. Like, alright, life is life, but like, you know what I'm talking about?
Our bloodline is drawn here due to me. Yep.
For a particular reason, or
I like the place. It was one of the last places I was as a mortal. After I traveled, turned Miyazaki and stuff, I ended up calling him and Dominique here. Well, I called Miyazaki and then Dom followed. That's what Miyazaki always called him and said he loved that name. I'm not sure if it's true.
He does not, I assure you.
Yeah, when he died at your fangs, I felt it really deeply. We got along somewhat well. I mean, I wasn't particularly fond of Dominique's profession as much because, you know, I personally think poetry and stories a little bit better than acting, but, you know, it's still fine.
I apologize.
I mean, things happen. You know, I don't know the whole story, but I figured someone like you would have a good reason to do it since, you know, you didn't do it maliciously, I don't think, did you?
No.
Yeah, so you're good. But yeah, as for why you're drawn here, well, this is just some conjecture because, you know, I was in torpor for quite a while, but I think basically what happened is a lot of secrets and stuff were here from me and Miyazaki and Dominic, and they just drew you in for their desire to return to me. They're coming for help. Probably in their death throes. Yeah. Or just a hell of a coincidence.
The world is sure full of them.
Yeah, anyway. Do you know who the active prince is of the city?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good. I should introduce myself as proper protocol. I don't want them to think that I'm just some stranger coming to town. I mean, you know, it's not that Goodwin fellow or the one before him. What was his name? Douche.
Oh, fuck Goodwin.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those douchies, was it? There've been quite a few Tremere that were just assholes for a while.
Garlot might be the one he was thinking.
Yeah, Garlot, asshole, big douche. For I think he turned a woman who was not sexually attracted to him at all because she liked ladies. Weird, I know. And just turned her to basically make her his eternal wife and killed her lovers just to do that. What an asshole. Yeah. Hope he's dead.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that one is, but there's been a couple of princes in the last.
I went in
year or
Torpor in
so.
84, so
Last year, like there's a couple of different princes, but right now it is it's her name is Elizabeth. Is she a Ventrue or right?
Yeah, Ventrue.
Okay. Yeah, she's a Ventrue. She's nice.
that's lovely. But do you know where she holds court? We can go meet her.
Yes, I do, and I know for a fact that she's gonna be there right now. So.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Let us go. Oh, now I don't do this for many people, but you are my great-grandchilder. If you want, if you got any first or second edition copy of one of my books or stories, I will sign it in period accurate ink. It will be worth a little bit of money because I didn't actually sign only virtually nothing during my time. So that handful of things I do sign can get you some bank, and it will pass stricture so long as you get a book from that time period. Because if you get a modern one, there the jig's up.
I will take a look at that. I know a couple of people that know a couple of people, so let's just go.
Opens the door. He's like, "Oh, hell yeah, bookstore."
Yes, I hope you like my theater, and that's my friend's bookstore.
Oh, I love bookstores.
I guess she also technically owns a theater, but it's my baby, so.
Do you have a vehicle? I haven't owned one in a while.
Mari!
Yeah, Mari's still there, huh?
Yeah.
She's just hugging Tommy and crying.
Do you have a vehicle? Looks at Scooter.
Mari, can you give us a ride?
So you see Kozi walk through with an individual, looks somewhat familiar, while the three of you are just like group hugging, and Tommy's just like, I'll go to get back to work.
Okay. I turn around. Would I know from pictures?
So the difference is he's changed enough of his looks. So did a little shaving and stuff before I had someone shave him before he got shoved in the room. That's why it's like familiar, but yeah, because how mustaches are.
So it's like on the tip of her tongue. She's like, I feel like I know this person.
Did I go to school with him? Walks up, he's like,
spent a lot of time reading some Annabelle Lee in my
absolutely. You know Kozi is the kind of dumb, pretentious goth that absolutely read his poetry in high school. Absolutely.
As that dumb, pretentious goth who read his poetry in high school. Actually.
Yeah.
Fucking same.
Yeah. Hello. Kozi, who's your
Hi,
friend?
Marty. This is my
Monty.
friend.
Monty.
Mhm.
It's good to meet you.
Yeah, you can call me Monty.
Okay.
Takes your
Let's-
hand, just shakes his like. And you are
I'm Mari.
Mari. Nice to meet you.
Do we know each other?
Nope, never met you before in my life. I'm just trying to get your aura.
Oh. Hmm.
Trying to see what kind of person you are. Anyway, Kozi,
Okay.
is this person with a vehicle you said?
Yes.
Can they be trusted with
I turned
things?
to Mari and I couldn't go like.
Oh. Yeah, I'm with the.
You know. He's. You know.
No, I'm straight. So I was coming to meet the prince of the city, and Kozi said you had a vehicle we could borrow.
Oh yeah. Do either of you know how to drive?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Torpor in 1984. I have driven vehicles.
Okay.
As he
I
just looks
just-
at the players.
At no point did he say what year he went into fucking Torpor.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
He said.
He said
84.
84. He didn't say 1984 the first time.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
I went to Torpor before I even died.
He died in 1849.
Oh, that's right. I'm getting and the embrace for Miyazaki's embrace backwards. All right. But yeah, he's like, yep. Can I borrow the keys? And which vehicle? Or are you going to drive us?
How about where are you going? And would you like I would drive you?
Are we going to meet the
Drive
prince
us.
of the city so that I can reintroduce myself, so that she doesn't think some random vampires in town? It's very
Okay.
proper.
Okay, Tommy, I know I said it would be a chill day. You still holding down the fort? Or do you
I got it.
Kozi, would you like for me to go, or would you like for me to trust this man that I don't know?
Oh, you can
Okay.
trust me.
Like I'm like standing behind him. I'm like.
All right.
He
So
puts his
I'll
arm-
leave me with this man.
Put his arm on both your shoulders. Come on, let's get going. Oh, is cocaine still a big thing in business nowadays?
if you talk to the correct people, yeah.
Tommy's right around the corner.
Tommy,
Mhm.
Coke, you said.
Yeah, I remember that like a coke and booze kind of industry was starting to take off in the business world by the time I went to Torpor. Oh,
What-
did we ever get over that super hyper like inflation and consumerism of the late 70s, early 80s?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get on the Porsche, and we'll talk about it.
I haven't driven a Porsche in a while. I had like one from like, let's see. You sure you want to? Yeah, I don't know the directions anywhere, so I guess it's best for you to drive. Unless you got a map.
No, we have these things on our phones called GPS like maps on there, and we could just type it into Google, and Google's like, "Hey, here's the most difficult way to get there."
What the hell is a Google?
Oh,
Isn't that like a number followed by like 16 zeros or something?
It's a million zeros, but yes.
yes, yes, but it is also a search engine. Don't ask what a search engine.
It has something to do with the internet or the computers
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was some way you could connect computers when I was still around, like with each other to form like a thing. I think that's how you play games, like on my Commodore and stuff, you know.
Sorry, do you need an internet connection to play on a Commodore?
No, if you want to play with other people, you can connect things. I think
didn't even know there was multiplayer on Commodore.
you could program it. I learned basic.
Let's get in the car.
You know, hello world. Yeah. I'm tech savvy.
I'm cool with the kids.
Yeah. Oh, did that thing? There's this thing that I heard from Miyazaki that he said was coming over to America before I went to Torpor. Something called a Famicom. Famicom. Did that ever make it over? He said it was going to be real big, and that I should invest in it.
I hope you invested in Nintendo.
Yeah, that's the company. It was a playing card company that was doing electronic stuff. I mean, I do have some investments before I went in. I wonder, is that there's a computer company named after fruit. Did they ever do well?
No, they did awful.
Shit.
This man does not have fucking Apple stock. Are you kidding me?
No way.
Get out.
Macintosh or something?
I mean,
Oh.
he did. Apparently, he can tell the future. So
It's like
I mean,
premonition.
literally, the clan is called the Cassandras.
Most people use premonition for things like, "Ooh, is the world going to come to an end?" or "What's going to happen to me in the future?" Nah, I just did stock numbers.
Yeah, I've never heard of Macintosh ever.
Damn. Okay.
Never. Fruit? Fruit?
Yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
As you're getting and driving, it's like, yeah, you're wondering, like, oh, why is this poet so interested in like business and monies and stuff? I was broke when I died. Like, my poetry and stuff didn't sell. Money didn't really work out. I was in poverty, just not doing too well and everything. Same with a lot of the writers I knew at the time. So I swore after I got turned and I survived several nights of knowing what it was like to be less, that I would not let that happen again, and I would make sure I'd always have some income. It's nothing worse than being a creative mind or someone who wants to just create and entertain the world, but being unable to because you are broke and can't afford food or shelter.
I see, you're so right.
And we have eternity now, and might as well use what we can to, like, you know, play the game a little and make ourselves pretty well, right?
Any poetry that I would know?
Oh, just some random ones. You might have. One about a black bird. You might not have heard of it. Why isn't that popular?
It's underground.
Couple about, tying people up into rooms or breaking some people up into rooms.
Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, name's Monty.
Yeah. Do I know who this man is?
It's like, oh, I didn't actually introduce. Sorry, I was going by. Call me Monty and all the things, but Kozi, I can trust your friend here, Mari.
As much as you can trust anybody.
All right. Yeah. I wrote some poems under the name Poe. You might have heard of them. I don't know. They used to be popular back in the day.
Mari, please! I don't need to die again!
Poe went from the back seat to the front seat. Ugh! Someone should really make rules about wearing seatbelts.
Rules!
Please put on a seatbelt!
Sorry, last time when I went in the 80s, nobody was wearing these things. They said they were unsafe.
Wasn't a rule yet.
Yeah, apparently they said that if you put seatbelts on and you got in a wreck, they would cut you in half.
That is just not true.
Mari, I know from experience that is not true.
No.
But yeah, I did some, like I said, I put some money in before I went to Torpor and a couple investments, and I was hoping some of them paid off, but.
No, it did. You're my favorite author of all time. Will you sign and follow the House of Usher for me?
Wow, you have it in your glove box. Nice.
Yeah, it's in her glove box.
It's not a first edition or anything, but I'll sign it, but no one's going to believe it.
But I will know.
Signed in my own vitae.
Mr. Poe, I had 3 goldfish in high school. That one was named Edgar, one was named Alan, one was named Poe. I'll have to talk later. That is a real Callie thing.
Is this Mari or is this Callie?
That's 100% Callie. They were goldfish.
Oh my!
Where does the line draw between Mari and Callie? That line is like getting thinner, like way thin.
I've hit a bit way too close to home with this public domain character that I took.
No, okay. No.
Public domain? You mean real life?
Yeah. Real life public domain.
No. Mari is keeping her cool, except for that little part where she told him to sign her copy of The Fall of the House of Usher, and then she continues to drive.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if my one friend is still around this area.
What friend would that be?
Vince. We met at he's also of my blood, I believe. Met him a bit ago. Yeah, I'll check up on a bunch of people. It's been a while.
Oh, Vince.
Vince Clortho.
A painter by any chance?
Hey, we're Malkavians. The only ones who do more paintings than us is Toreadors, and they suck at it. Wait, Mari, you're not a Storyteller, are you?
No.
They suck at it. Like, all their creativity is out. They think they're these creative things, but they don't have the creativity. They just carbon copy everything. They're like, it's like a Xerox machine anymore. But our clan, the clan of the moon, we got creativity because we see things beyond. And we often have to put that on paper or in a play or reality because we're seeing things beyond what others see.
Oh yeah, seeing things beyond. Great.
Sight
Great.
beyond sight.
It's wonderful.
Oh.
So good.
Anyway.
So good. Wonderful. 10 on 10, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good. So Mari, I'm going to ask you a really rude question. You don't have to answer, but I just want to know, what clan are you? I know it's really rude. I'm sorry, but just curious.
I would rather not say.
That's fine.
In fear of your opinion of me being lesser than it is right now.
Well, there's only 3 clans that could really happen with, so you narrowed it down. You're a Toreador, you're a Ventrue, or you're a goddamn La Sombra. All right.
Oh, no, I'm not any of those.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not one of those sister fornicators, right?
Oh, no, no, but I did have a boyfriend who was one.
Yeah, I draw the line at first cousins.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. I'm aware.
It was common in my day, people.
Yeah.
How are you, Mari? I've been having a day.
Yeah, this is
As you pull
a
up
bit
to
of
the
a day for
stadium.
me too.
Meanwhile,
your great grandpa.
Y'all can call me.
Lots of things are making sense now, right? Like, just in general in life.
I didn't know why I didn't think this guy was gonna show up at some point. But
this fucking guy.
So let's cut back to Liz as you get into the thing for your court, because as you're holding court and getting the first kind of stuff, that's when like everyone else is essentially arriving.
Yeah, I would text Sophia and ask, let her know that I do have to be at the stadium this evening, but that if she would like to, we could meet at Kinetic maybe in the second half of the evening, maybe around midnight. Just because I don't know, her ass is coming here.
I just respond with, at your pleasure, Lady Caldwell.
All right.
Do you need an assassin?
And she wore.
I
do. Kozi, I need a emotional support assassin, please. Liz wore a very simple, like, little black dress tonight to court.
I was just sitting there. A couple of the Primogen arrive, sit down, like, and as I do, Fred's like, whoa.
Everything all right?
I just got some strange buzz on. Never mind. It's nothing. It's not important. We do have a very serious thing to discuss. I know we normally try to hold it off, but would you like to get the super serious thing out of the way, or would you prefer to hold off until later?
If it's serious, let's get it out of the way now.
All right. We've had a serious breach of protocol at some point. We're bring him in. As I sit there, the sheriff brings in what appears to be an 8-year-old boy. We still haven't found the sire yet, but someone found a little friend here yesterday feeding. The kid's just looking around like, hi, how's everything going? The last couple princes have forbidden siring under certain ages for various reasons. So you're the prince. They've broken several masquerade things. Several traditions. Like I said, we're still hunting down the sire. The kid doesn't remember who it was. It's probably that Camilla person. Still haven't found her yet. I think she fled, but we thought she went to LA chasing her boy toy, but we're not sure.
What's your name, son?
He's like, my name? It's Jacob. It's like, I don't know where my parents are. As he's saying that, Fred just kind of like bends over. He's like,
What's the last thing you remember, Jacob?
I was in a hospital, and someone came in and said not to worry, that I was going to wake up and feel better. And then next thing I know, there's a lot of blood and stuff. And then a few minutes later, some person had like me pinned on the ground, and then I blacked out. And then I woke up with this lady and another fellow, and they said that they were going to take me to meet someone important. Fred's like, Frederick found him in the hospital.
How long ago was that?
Yesterday.
Well, that means that the sire can't have gotten far.
But the question is now.
So, question, Kevin, do I have any recollection of this actually happening? I know it's super not allowed, but like, has it happened in the past?
You know that the whole embracing children has basically, for the most part, been frowned upon or kind of like forbidden for the most part. Not like forbidden by everybody, but for the most part forbidden since roughly the modernization of the world, so about the 19th century, because it just became way too hard. And even before that, through centuries, it was very rare and very frowned upon most because, kids not super mature and can't really have the thing. So you do know that there have been what would be considered children vampires who have survived and made it in the past, but not many.
And do I know of any examples where a Prince of Baltimore has let a child vampire like that survive in Baltimore?
You are not aware of any, but you also don't know the full history of all the orders and stuff. But yeah, so a couple members of the council, a few others in there. Yeah, so in the room, it is the 4 people who were there before the kid walked in was Fred, Julian, hold on, Delphina, and who is the last person in the room? And Simon.
And then I assume the sheriff and
Yeah, the sheriff walked in with the kid.
and what about, did Frederick come in with them?
No, he had other things to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently, the youngest vampire we really know in the city that's been allowed to survive so far is about 15 recently. I mean, there are some of the older ones like Aisha who was embraced about 15, 16, but that was hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the tradition has also been broken. Someone sired without your permission. We figured this would be a good, solid test of you as the prince, instead of just doing it with on our own. This was a video game, you'd have a choice of dialogue trees.
I would, yeah. So like typically the law is siring without permission, both the childer and the sire die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's best that for now, let's wait until we can find the sire. There are ways to stop, Kevin. While he's still here, it's easier to find the sire than if he were not.
And what should we do with the boy? Put him in a dungeon.
Well, for now, has he fed recently?
They look over and the sheriff puts the hands over the ears and stuff. He ate both of his parents. He's well fed. You can take the earmuffs off. Yeah. So if you want to wait until we find the sire themselves, we don't know who it is yet. We could put the child somewhere safe. We got a couple dungeons in the city.
I don't know that that would be the most conducive to getting any additional information out of this kid.
Well, could ship them to the Tremere and have them do the blood sorcery to see if they can figure something out.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I do have a contact with them. I can see if she's available. I don't know.
We're just let Frederick know and ship the kid out. If that's what you wish. Damn headache. Julian's like, you got to make a decision. Do we?
I know. Oh God. Ugh. Who will be taking him to the Tremere?
They'll look around. We'll have the sheriff do it. She's good with kids.
Do I think she's actually good with kids?
She did know the earmuffs.
That's fair. Okay, keep me updated what they learn.
Takes them out. Door closes like, well, now that that's out of the way, want to just have some people come in and talk to you then? We told you it was a serious breach of protocol and stuff, and very emotionally hanging. Do we need to get you a clown to feed on?
I'm sorry, a what?
Clown.
Why the fuck would I want a clown?
Because they taste funny.
Get the
Who said
fuck out
this?
of here.
Who said
Leave.
this?
Fred.
Leave.
No.
Get out.
I'm moving Fred
No,
from friend
Fred.
to enemy on my list.
Valid reaction. No, Fred.
He says that the other people in the room are
never
just like,
want to feed from a clown ever. Oh fuck! I forgot. I was gonna stop by the by Jack's garage on the way here, and I forgot to mention it. I'll have to do it after.
you could have a gold or one of your friends like drive by. Oh no, you gotta get rid of the head, huh?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you do that later. All right, so you're there, and let's say this is the time that Kozi, Mari, and their friend Monty showed on up.
I will tell him to wait outside for a second, and I'm gonna go in, and I'm be like, "Hi, Liz."
Hey, I wasn't expecting you. Everything all right? Looking at Fred, looking at you.
I'm also here.
Yeah, Julian goes over to Mari and gives you the
Can
fatherly hug.
What can I help you with?
I take you per side for a moment, and we can talk about something important, and then you can meet somebody in a second here, but like I really need to talk to you before that.
Sure.
I'll just take her aside and I'll be like,
I assume there's like a separate
There was a bathroom.
maybe out onto the
the soundproof balcony.
Yeah, the balcony is soundproofed.
Mm-hmm.
all right, so I'm pretty sure he's my actual great grandsire.
Wait, so this is the actual Miyazaki?
No, the one before it's like
So
it's
Miyazaki
me, Dominic
sire.
Miyazaki, this person.
Miyazaki sire, then.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
correct. Happens to be a poet from Baltimore.
Okay.
Very famous poet.
Please tell me you're not pulling my leg.
I shit you not. Goes by Ed.
Really?
Or Monty,
That's
I guess, to others, but like if you put your finger on his face, you're like, oh, okay, I got it.
Okay.
I do
trust
not
him?
know how to feel. Actually, I do. I'm scared.
Okay, is this like normal level scared or like genuinely afraid for your safety right now?
I mean, he hasn't tried to do anything yet, and like, he did say he was upset about Dominic, so like, but you know,
Well, I mean,
it's how
it would have been his grandchilder. I mean,
yes. So like, I get it, but like also, I don't know. He's. I'm having a lot of emotions. I didn't think that I would be related to somebody so
famous,
pristine. I don't think that's the right word.
I don't think so either.
Somebody who's so famous.
Prestigious, maybe?
Huh?
Prestigious, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know words.
Yeah,
you know.
pristine is not the word you're looking for if this is who I think you're saying it is.
Yeah, he was a little scraggly. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah,
I'm a little freaking out. Like, it's weird, right? Like, I don't just.
Look,
Like, the reason why I'm here is because he called me here. I was being drawn to him, and
that makes sense. That's the thing that certain kindred can do.
yes, but like, it's, I don't know. I felt like it was something, I guess, more important, but
I
at
mean,
that
I
time.
assume it was drawing you to him and also to all of the shit with Miyazaki. Or not Miyazaki. Does he know what happened to Miyazaki?
Good question. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to him, so.
Well, we have theories.
Aya knows what happened to him. Kozi does not.
We
none
know
of
that
us found out.
we know that he went missing fighting Strebolg, and I think we all assumed that Strebolg killed him and diablerized him, or.
I also I don't know. I feel a little jealous. I'll be honest about the fact that all of the other people in my line got to know their sires, and I didn't get that chance.
Well, no, but you have it now. It's not the same, obviously, but you have a chance with him. He's not Dominic, but he embraced the man who decided to embrace Dominic. Yeah. This is the only chance you'll ever have to understand who Miyazaki really was. And it's a connection to Dominic.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna be really like him. Nobody's gonna be really like him.
No, but
you can't really replace him. And I feel like I'm scared that he might think I would want to replace him.
Dominic would think that?
No, Ed would think that. He liked him a lot. And I don't know. I'm just worried I'm not good enough.
He's as old as he should be. He understands that this is a dangerous, unlife we live. Especially if he has any familiarity with what was going on with Strebolg.
I know.
And considering he hinted that he knows what happened to Dominic and he still came here with you, I think goes a long way into saying that he doesn't really hold it against you. I feel like if he was still holding a grudge, he probably wouldn't have.
This is also the man who wrote the poem about putting somebody into your wall and hearing their heartbeat.
Like I said, I don't really think
I kind of relate to that, but like in a internal way. You know what I'm saying?
That has many concerns considering the conversation we had last night, but that's a conversation for tomorrow night.
I have many concerns for most of the things that are going on in my life. In general.
Don't even get me started. It's been a long night for me too. Anyway, let's go meet your grandsire.
So, as you go
just
in,
so you know, he doesn't want to go by Edgar.
Yeah, he likes Monty, right?
Yes.
Got
it. As you go there, you walk back in. Julian's just chatting with Mari. It's okay. You can have fun. As you do that, Fred or whoever, do you want us to show him in?
Yeah, bring him on in.
As he opens the door, you see this figure, Monty, and Sophia walk in talking. Monty's like, so you're saying that there's apps that allow me to track my stocks now.
Indeed. Yes, they do.
So I don't have to like just read the paper constantly because
You can also hire someone to do that for you, and they just can give you a summary of what's going on with the financials and the numbers.
nice, yes, so much easier. Like I said, in my day, like I didn't have a lot of wealth, so I've been making sure I'm always secure and stuff. Oh,
You know, I do a little trading on the side. If you ever want any kind of, help with that, you can give me a call.
sounds lovely. I don't have a phone currently. When I get one, do you have a business card?
Whip out a business card, hand it to him.
When I get a phone of some sort, I will let you know. I'm going to see if I get one of these new cellular ones. Like, I don't think they were really popular by the time I went to Torpor. I think they might have been inventing them.
I reach into my bag and I take out just a burner flip phone, and I say, until you can get one here. This one's not activated yet. Just if you activate it, it's unlimited until you want to dispose of it.
Thank you very much. It operates like the old ones, except I push the buttons instead.
Type the number in first and then hit send.
Oh, that's so much quicker to do
Mhm.
things.
Can I make a roll for this guy to see if I sort of recognize him? Because I took literature in college.
Sure, that would be a.
Oh, fucking, you're a Baltimore native too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a roll with a roll. I guess intelligence and academics.
Academics. And I have English literature as a.
Yeah.
So an extra dice for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see. That's 3 for that, and intelligence is another 3. And one, I only have 1 hunger, so I have 1 blood dice, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm rolling 6 dice. Let's see. 3 successes.
Like talking to him, like you are like kind of like how Mario was. It's like right there. You're like, you're just like, I know this guy. I know him. I've seen his face where it's that damn no mustache thing. Just totally throws everyone off.
Yep, that's how
like-
Clark Kent got away with the no glasses.
Yeah.
You know, one feature, you change it.
Yeah. Roxane's like,
I
hello.
mean, like, I know it's a joke, but I straight up would not recognize my father if he shaved his mustache off. Like, would not. I have literally, the man I have never seen his upper lip. Like, it hasn't seen the light of day since he was like 17.
So Roxane's like, hello. Oh, Simon, you're still around. He goes and shakes in, and Simon's like, hey, what name? He's like, Monty now. He's like, Monty, yeah, that's good. Better than, what was that you going by? Chad in the 80s or some crap like that?
My God.
Oh,
It's like,
why
yeah.
does he keep the most douchey names ever? Ay.
Yeah, Jake's like, so which one of you's the,
Monty, yes?
yeah, Monty. That's, anyone here knows. Is that old Donovan fella still around?
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna have to see if he can give me some updated social security cards and stuff on another update. Yeah, got prepared,
Wait, O'Donovan was around back then?
It's been a while.
Yeah, he's been around for a bit.
I thought he showed up in like during the Anarch War.
Oh, the what?
Oh,
He was there when Betty was around.
oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he sat up here for a while.
Yeah.
In the shadows. Anyway. Yeah, so you can call me Monty. I've actually been a native of the city for a while. I just returned from Torpor after going in for a couple years to, soothe the blood a little. And yeah, so I'm introducing myself. I will take whatever domain you're willing to give. I'm not really here to rock any boats or anything. I am I'm the sire of Miyazaki, who is the sire of Dominique, who is the sire of Kozi over there.
Okay.
Blood of Malcave.
She would do the typical like welcoming whatever
Welcome. Welcome.
like letting him know
Welcome.
what areas of the city are safe and available, and like I assume I have some kind of map to help dole out domains.
Yeah, they have a projector.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you. Do I have to undergo the paddling again?
I'm gonna go with a no, but I'm gonna have you explain to me the concept of the paddling again, because that's not been a thing for at least since I've been around.
Oh, there's no need to know about that then.
Okay.
As you say that, Simon is like,
Got it.
It's an old thing that we used to do in the 1920s.
So a hazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to take a stick with nails, dip it into some holy water and stuff, and just whack a couple times, and like every primogen would get one every 1 or 2 to introduce the person to the city.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore, thank God.
Yeah, we stopped after someone liked it too much.
Okay.
Giovanni's.
Why am I not surprised? Tonight's just punt the Giovanni under the bus night.
Yeah, so
it's always punt the Giovanni under the bus night.
Yeah, Monty's there. It's like, this is nice. Nice. But yeah, so
So do you have any plans for the next couple of evenings?
I was actually gonna get to know my Kozi here if she lets me. You know, it's been a while, and you know,
Does Kozi look like a deer in headlights?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she seems to have a bad time with fatherly figures, which I don't want to be, but you know, I just want to get to know my descendants, so to speak. It's the only way we really can do it as vampires. Yeah. I just teach her a bit of thing. I mean, she's still fresh blood, and I don't think any one's taking her under the wing to show her the Malka way of things.
How's Fred reacting to this guy?
Fred just like sitting there like he sees a little uncomfortable. He's like, he's like, yes, Queen. Can we talk in the other the area? No.
As long as you don't call me that.
It's like, I know that's we just want to mess with you right now. But yeah,
I'll take Fred out to the balcony, I guess.
It's really nice out here.
You look like you're about to have a panic attack. What's going on?
Okay, so Monty is not he's not bad. He's not a bad guy. He's nice. He's friendly. He's very good. He was a old school Malcave who, when the great prank happened, never got rid of domination. He's always had it. Even after it came back to us and then morphed back into dominate and stuff. He's very potent in domination, and things tend to warp a little around him.
Do I have any idea what that word means?
Nope. Probably not. You could roll vampire lore if you got something like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, occult, something occult.
I have kindred history, kindred genealogy. Otherwise, I just have occult.
History might work, yeah.
Okay, good. Intelligence?
Yeah.
Many dice. Not a... We'll see how I did. Hang on. Yeah, fuck it. I'll spend a willpower. Okay, so 6 successes.
Anyway, so yeah, you are aware, you don't know the details of it as a power, but you are aware that Malkavians for a long time had an ability called Demonation that basically allowed them to spread their madness to others. And then for a while, the Camarilla branch didn't have it, instead just had Dominate, or the Sabbath had it. And then about a couple decades ago, it reemerged within the Camarilla. But now you do know last couple of years with the beckoning and the weakening of bloods, it's been whether you know is that the power has been reduced considerably, and most people just consider it a variant of Dominate now, like a extra ability. But a handful of older or just random Malkavians sometimes have a greater ability with it. But yeah, it's the ability to spread your madness. It's like the other thing to know is, what I'm going to say now, I want your promise as the prince not to act upon it.
You have it.
Monty here has in the past done the amaranth on people. He was for a while basically the kind of like the scourge or a sheriff of the city back in the day, and it was his responsibility to take care of certain things.
Well, as a scourge, I assume that it was authorized by the prince at the time.
He did a few things, right? We think most of the time, yeah, but it's hard to tell. So there's that. Works. Yeah. So just be aware of that. He is a good guy, though. He is not like someone who is going around hurting people or killing them or like murdering. He's very friendly and stuff. It just
but perhaps sometimes can't control his imitation.
He sometimes things tend to go weirdly around him sometimes. Like, man, there was this party we had back in 60. It was right after Woodstock. That was a weird time, I tell you. Did you know there was like a dozen some vampires sired at Woodstock?
For some reason, I'm not surprised.
There were so many, and so many people were there. Like, there was Poe was there. I was there. Van Gogh was there.
I'm sorry,
tons.
What now?
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of vampires were there, just siring it. Like it was a magnet for Malkavians.
Was my sire. That would be way better. That's my favorite artist. Come on.
It was just like a magnet for Malkavians and Toreador. Like so many.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It was amazing. There's this one. Now you know we mages don't get along often. There are wizards in the world.
I'm aware.
Yeah, so there's a couple that we went there, and a wizard like saw the vampires, but because there's a party and stuff, they developed some drugs like marijuana and stuff that worked for vampires. We were able to get so high off of this stuff. But Monty being there with his ability enhanced that kind of stuff. Like, I think I might literally have went from New York, and I was thinking it, and I think I somehow ended up. Wait, was Woodstock up in New York area? I don't remember anymore.
Yes. I think so.
Shit. Anyway, yeah. So I ended up in Machu Picchu, I think. I'm not sure if I physically was there, but I sure was mentally there for a while. Like I was there, and I think I saw the Grateful Dead playing on the mountain there with me.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is he is trustworthy to an extent. Just keep an eye on him, and if it looks like is there a way to help draw him out of a dementation if he gets a little too carried away?
If you know you're there, maybe. I'm just giving you a warning. He's
Okay.
also very, what's that word when someone's very friendly and open? Gregarious?
Friendly and open. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, apparently he's making up because he said in his life he was a lot more withdrawn and depressed and just not a very outgoing person like that. And after he became one of us, he swore that he'd not let those things that held him back as a mortal stay there and become more, allow him, to expand beyond the stuff. Basically, he sees vampirism as a second chance at life, even though he's not alive. You know what I mean?
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. Also, don't let him borrow your car.
Got why?
Pavel was a better driver.
Oof. Got it.
Yeah, he learned to drive, but he's not good at it.
The what, 40s?
His way of driving is I think there was a song at some point, I can't go 55 or something like that. Yeah, he considers 55 slow. That's like granny speed to him.
I have somebody he's really gonna love. All right.
Yeah.
I
totaled at least 3 like sports cars that he acquired.
Well, thank you for the information.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back and see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Go back. Monty's like, so there I was, everyone, at Woodstock, right? Talking to my friend Vinny. And this person walked up to us and say, hey, I know what you are. It's nighttime. The events are happening a little bit lower. But I got this special stuff for you. And we smoked it. It was amazing.
I did get high off of a dude like 3 days ago, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. Anyway, so with that, we cut to the one person who's not in the room. Jilon.
He's having a normal night. Nothing much happening.
As Stanley approach, he's like, Jilon, my boy, I do have a favor for you right now.
And I have one for you.
Ooh, what
you go
favor?
first.
No. I insist you first.
All right. Well, I was thinking about up until now, Jambi has been working for me, but through you, and I was hoping to get your blessing to move him more effectively and directly under my control. Possibly ghouling if he's into that.
If Jambi is yours to the extent by law, moral, and ethics he can be.
Okay, so it's up to him.
Yes, you have my blessing. It's just I don't want to say it the wrong way to make you think like I'm selling him to you. That's just wrong.
Well, no, yeah, I just you hired him for me years ago, and
Yep.
I didn't want to like step on your toes or go over your head or something.
No, consider it no issue with that. Just if he's agreeable to it, he can be fully yours in employment and legal, ethical ways.
Sure, great.
Mm-hmm. I just want to know that because there are some people in our kind that are a bit weird.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, I actually going to take your advice, and I want to go talk to Elizabeth as the prince. And I wanted you to come with me so that you could
I think it's a great idea. I think we should go right now.
All right.
I was about to suggest the same thing. I happen to know she's doing her thing tonight.
Yeah, we still got some time. I'm sure that it's just going to be a normal, basic, everyday.
She told me what her first couple of days were like, and they seemed pretty blasé.
Yeah, nothing strange or unusual is going to happen.
She used that word. I don't.
Yeah. I can't. Like one time, I was thinking like very long ago to become like maybe move up, become Primogen or Keeper of Elysium, but then I realized that's just a lot of work, and I won't be.
It's a lot of work. Everybody wants you to do things for them all the time, and you don't got time for yourself.
Yeah, and how am I going to work on my fashion for the ages doing that?
You can't pursue your dreams when people are dragging you down with responsibility.
Yeah. I also need to contact your friend Kozaline. Yeah, I actually as much as I hate them, and despise them. And by them, I don't mean Kozaline. I mean capes.
People. Oh, we know. Yeah.
I do have I want to say friend, but I do have an acquaintance who is trying to bring them back, and he needs some models. And I figure since she's already obsessed with those horrible fashion things, I can send her that way. She gets a little bit of money, maybe afford to actually get something that's not a scooter.
Yeah, I think she would love that because capes are her thing. And I think that really shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if anybody wants a cape passionate person, that's the person to talk to.
Yeah.
If you want a pro cape person.
I just don't understand capes. Like swoosh, swoosh. It's like you can have other things that swoosh.
I mean, maybe if they had pockets and you could put your arms in them, but then they're just a jacket.
Mm-hmm. Or a cloak. Get a hood going on with it. Yeah. See, those are those are a little bit more practical, but then you can just get a raincoat or an umbrella. Umbrellas are better.
They cover your shoulders, keep the wet off.
Listen, I have no problem with cloaks. They're basically a cape.
She likes cloaks, but she's looking at it from the wrong direction.
Yeah. Honestly, not surprised. I've heard on the news someone walking with a cape and like a sword cane, like fencing down the city or something.
Is it like a Highlander remake?
No, I was expecting your friend Kozi to do that at some point.
Oh, well, probably. I did give her a sword cane. Well, stake cane.
Why do you have a stake cane?
I don't. I gave it away.
Wait, did you have one?
Found it.
Back for truck?
Oh, yeah, basically.
Fell off, yeah.
Wasn't my style.
Yeah, you got to really work with the outfit with those.
Then you're carrying them around all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they can be useful for some people, like if, pimping. It's not easy.
No, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, it really is not. You can take my advice. I used to be one when I was mortal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, style.
Yeah, it just wasn't my thing after a while.
It's hard enough to manage people that get off 9 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to just too much.
Let's go to the stadium.
So you arrive, go up there. So as y'all are standing there discussing things, Jilon and Stanley show up.
I'm sorry, is Sophia just standing there, like, mid-conversation with us?
I talk to Monty, and then I just kind of lean against a wall and sort of take in the ambiance of the room.
I mean, like, it's not uncommon for people to come to court just to kind of socialize, not necessarily just to ask for shit.
That's fair, and I don't know that she's Sophia, so, okay, I'll just...
Yeah, you don't know this woman from Eve. You have no idea who she is.
Yep.
There's 2 Liz's.
No.
Jilon.
Good evening. Everything going easy and smooth, I assume?
Of course. It's great.
Stanley's like, hey, we got some new people in town. He walks over to Sophia. My name is Stanley Lawrence. He'll just send out to Sophia.
I take his hand and shake it and smile. Hi, I'm Sophia Miller. It's nice to meet you, Stanley.
Nice to meet you. If you're ever interested in fashion, real fashion, not that fake stuff you see on the streets, just let me know and I can see what I can do for you.
Yeah, and she's in like this nice like purple suit tonight, with her like shorter like tight jacket versus the long jacket she had the previous night. And she just smiles, says, fashion? No, I'd be very interested. Mm-hmm. I look kind of past and I'm like, Jilon, I know that name.
Yes, he's a very famous fashion designer. But yeah, if you want to look like someone who's not from McDonald's, please hit me up.
He's the best.
Yes, I just smile and I say, thank you, I will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you're Sophia?
I turn and look. Hi, yes, I'm Sophia, and you are? And I put my hand out.
Is that Liz's sister?
Stanley also is like.
I look at Jilon and just smile and go, cousins.
Ah. Everyone in the room's like, ah. Yeah. Post is like, aha, cousins. I know that word.
Nice.
There's more of a light bulb when it comes to him, but okay.
The name is Kozaline.
Very nice to meet you. I love your hair.
It's right now. It's like she's wearing a wig at this point. Yeah, it's like a long dark blue, almost black wig. Like when it like hits the light, it looks blue. And
love it even more.
Yeah. And it's basically in the same like hairstyle I have it, and with like a little braid on the top. Yes, trying something different. It's very nice to meet you.
You too.
All right. So I think Lawrence Stanley should talk to the princess.
And what can I help you with, Stanley?
Oh, stuff's happening. I mean, you got other things. Though Kozaline, I have a friend who is starting a new cape line. Here's his card. I think you do wonderful for him. Get paid.
Jilon's giving you 2 thumbs up.
He normally pays about 1,000 per session with models.
She just kind of looks at him like.
I mean, you like capes?
I do. And
You son of a bitch, I do.
I'm just confused.
Just think about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, Elizabeth. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, you're not. What is that? What's up?
All right, so I'm going to be going to Paris soon, in a month or so
I've
for
heard.
things. Yes. But I don't mean to be imposing. I don't know how long you'll be in charge.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a retinue of the people I want to invite to here to Baltimore that are kind of our kind. It's a lot of them. They're going to be here for a bit.
Like how many?
92. I want to make Baltimore the new Paris of fashion.
And this would be happening before the trip to Paris?
Yeah, I want to gather everyone here. Think about it. I said too much. I overplayed my hand.
Well, we'll have to talk.
Also, I'd like my fashion studio to be Elysium. That way everyone can go and look good without having to worry about dying. Except for, the death of, oh my God, that shirt is fabulous and dies because it's so fabulous.
Completely understandable. 92 is a lot. I would definitely have to vet some folks. Like, if you could get me a list of who you're bringing.
I also want to sire another chowder.
Hello?
I looked at Jilon.
He is showing shock. Attractive shock.
It's not
you. Gasps in Spanish.
Sean, but it's not you. It's just you can only do so much.
It's not you, it's me.
I'm already a childer. It's not Chaz, is it?
Oh no. There's
standards.
There's this lovely woman I've seen that I want to change so that I can have
a what?
Shit!
They are,
woman! Oh my God!
It's not like it's the opposite of a man.
It's
something.
Like that.
The thing we want to throw in the ocean all the time. Good.
Don't group me in with that opinion.
I'm just saying, what good are women with you have
Who,
men
who is
around?
this? Who is this
All right,
Uh,
all right.
so-called person?
It's someone who's on the fashion thing. You are good for modeling the perfect male form. I need her to model the perfect female form.
Why not just get like a really dope ass non-binary person?
Because that would be the perfect non-binary form, not the perfect male form, not the perfect female form. You need a perfect form for everything.
It's like a triangle.
More like a trapezoid.
Non-binary is a spectrum. It could be literally anything.
Yeah, it's like a whole range.
Yeah.
There's always the perfect model of the thing. Like there's always the perfect chair, the perfect door, the perfect male, the perfect female, the perfect rug, the perfect cat, the perfect dog. Everything has that perfect form that you have to find.
So I'm looking over this list, Kevin. Does it list is it all Toreadors down the list, or?
Primarily Toreadors, a handful of other clans. Though most of the clans aren't listed, but a few names pop out.
Mm-hmm.
I will like whisper to to Liz's ear and be like, listen, I don't want to step on your toesies, but like this seems like he's trying to take advantage of you.
Kozi doesn't want to step on toesies.
She just gives like a subtle nod, like, yeah.
But if you need priorities of my requests, I'm guessing Chowder, Elysium, Party. It's not you, Jilon. I need that other model.
Now remind me, Jilon's line, Jilon and Stanley's line, and Marguerite's line, are they connected?
I think they might be. Practically everyone else is connected to her.
Yeah, I know. Like, I want to say that they're both descendants of Helena, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How far
I
away
think
the
so.
two of them, like Stanley and Marguerite, are.
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head, but yeah, they're all descendant of Helena. It's like you can think about
what
it.
Liz is thinking of looking at this list is how many more Toreador would this put in Marguerite's
Well, if it's temporary, not much, but if it's permanent, you would have a major vampire population boom that will be very masquerade breaching.
Yeah.
It's like you can think about it. No,
I definitely will. And then for this party, how long would they be staying?
A week at most until we get on the planes to Perry. But yeah, I can introduce you to the Chowder. I've been looking at her on the stuff. So if you want to vet her. Again, Jilon, it's not you. You know I prefer men to women, but I do need that female form.
There's only so much I can do.
I know.
And I'll talk to I think it's David, right? The keeper of Elysium.
Yeah, David.
Yeah. About Elysium and see what our options are, and I'll get back to you.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Prince, Queen.
Lady Caldwell works.
Lady Caldwell, yes. I wasn't quite sure. Jilon didn't quite tell me which title you prefer.
It's still relatively new.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen.
Just lightly pinch Kozi.
Yeah. Everybody does plan on
Sorry,
being
my
here
princess.
next week or next time we play for sessions, right?
What?
Just a question before I do any kind of cliffhangers or anything. Okay.
Hang on, let me make sure.
Let me check the calendar.
Yeah, it's June 4th. I don't have nothing.
I might have a birthday, but I don't think that's probably is not.
Only you could predict this.
It's the 6th. Okay, it's not my birthday, but yeah, I think I should be able to.
All right, so
I think I'll be here.
Okay. Let's just make sure. So as you're discussing stuff, and Stanley's like, well, just think about it, and I will go, back to what I need to do. But think about it. Yes, thank you. And he walks out and like opens a door and closes it. As he closes the door, it's not the same door. It's an older style door with like a lot of like wood with some filigree and like some nice like one of those old heavy good looking doors. And as you're standing there and stuff, your mind's you just kind of like everybody's getting like this weird buzzing sensation. And as you're trying to clear your head and stuff, everyone kind of notices your outfits are different, and the room is no longer the room you're in.
I immediately started looking for Monty.
I immediately grabbed Liz's hand. Like, are you seeing this as well, or am I just doing some bullshit again?
How do I look?
Kevin?
You look what?
Yeah, how do we look? What do we look like? Is this good?
Yeah, your outfits are from around 1914-ish era.
Ooh.
Dirty era.
Yeah, and as you do that, you do see. Actually, no. Let me change that to 1916. Gotta remember my dates for characters. So around that era, as the door opens and you see a familiar person, or familiar to some of you, as Miyazaki walks in, and just walks in, and that's where we're stopped.
Is Sean here?
Nope, Sean is not here yet.
Damn.
Do we see Monty?
We'll figure out those questions next time.
God
Somehow,
damn it.
I think we should all blame Kozi for this.
I didn't do anything! Yeah, one mushroom once, and suddenly the whole world is falling
I mean, she didn't
apart.
know he could do this shit.
We don't know if he's even doing it. I guess we
I'm
should
gonna
assume he's
it's
doing it.
him.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
blaming him.
we're being sucked into old memories or something.
It's
So,
possible. I've been here before. I remember this.
anyway, thank you for joining us this week on Baltimore by Night. It's had its ups and its downs and its humorous ways. I was trying to make a slightly more lighthearted episode, except for one moment, because you need that
Yeah.
emotional drop.
Yeah, second chowder.
All right, so we'll go around, see if anyone has any pertinent plugs, skipping people who I know do not. Let us start with Jeanette.
Oh, hello, I'm Jeanette. If you can find things that I do on my Twitch, uncanny_adventures, you can follow me on Twitter and find my YouTube and my Patreon and all my other information there as well. Yeah, so that's what I have going on.
All right. Next, let's do Aya.
Hey everybody, my name is Aya Golder. You can find me on Twitter as such. I have commission opened all the time, so if you want some art, please go check out my Twitter, or DM me, whatever. I do all kinds of different arty thingies, so please, commission me. And also Saffron Academy. We're ramping up to the end of year 1. Hopefully, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. Callie.
You like boys who used to be long frogs?
Well, that was that was an interesting setup there. I was worried a bit.
You like jazz?
You like frogs who broke their curse? Spoiler. You should watch Unwritten every other Tuesday at 8 o'clock on Fractured Moon D&D. I'm sorry I set that up so weird. I'm so tired. Yeah, but Aya's in it, and our friend Vex, Reese, Dylan are in it. Everybody's great. You should watch it. 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Fresh Moon D&D. Be there.
Watch me and Dylan constantly trying to make fools of each other.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. You should watch it. And that's it for me.
All right. Katrina.
So wow, yeah, most of my stuff is stuff that like you will already see here if you are following this channel. There's, let's see, right after this, the following Monday will be Dishonored.
It's not starting back up after a small hiatus.
Yeah, super excited. We didn't die. It got very, very close. I landed in a sewer again because of fucking course I did. And that's just a running joke now in that game.
Of course you did.
We also left off on a bit of a cliffhanger for that one, so I'm excited for that. And hopefully soon our Mage and Power Ranger games should be starting soon, but I'll let Kevin talk a bit about them because those are run by him.
Yes, they are. All right, yeah, so you're watching this, so you know every other week, more Baltimore by Night. Following that, as we said, Dishonor is returning. And we're also going to have a Power Rangers and a Mage game, hopefully, on this shortly. The Power Ranger game, we've run 2 off-screen preludes, so that'll be interesting. So first episode will be the first one where everyone is together. It's nice. And then Mage will start eventually too. We're going through some more session zeros with that one. Just winding it up, but yeah, so stay tuned. We'll figure out what days of the week those will be deposited on and let you know when that happens. Also, next week on Vampire, or next time watching Vampire Masquerade, a non-historical, pseudo-historical session. The real historical one is later. So we'll see how that works out.
I'm excited.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's all make believe.
Yes, just like everyone makes believe they're having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
No, I love
I'm
this
having a
game.
bloody good time.
Oh, you said the line. Ah! All right. Well, and with that, until next time, have a bloody good time.
Bye.